How do you overcome the fear after a big loss, after a losing streak, or even after a margin call?
Margin call. Only happened to me once, luckily. But it wasn't a big account, so didn't have to worry too much. And actually, I've never fear of trading. Like when I have a bad day, especially as a day trader, and I hit my daily loss, then that day I'm a little bit down maybe, but the next day I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm always super motivated to get into trading, no matter how big my losses were from the previous day or previous week. So I don't know why that is, but I was always like that. Also with poker, like no matter how big of a losing day I had, next day I was always good to go again, and didn't even think about the previous day. And I think part of this is because I understand that every trade is disconnected from the previous trade, and every day is disconnected from the previous day. They don't have anything to do with each other. You just need to make that cut psychologically, I think. And then you're only as good as your next trade, but you're also not as bad as your last trade, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think the problem is, or maybe why you're not experienced this, because you don't have big losses and huge losing streaks. And that comes with having a good risk management in place. Whenever you see that you're losing like 20, 30, 40% of your account in one trade or in 1 week, you have violated your risk management principles. And it is not necessarily the market's fault. Obviously, always there can be like a black swan event where something crazy happens and you are taken out 100 pips later or 200 pips, but that's very rare. And if you're experiencing like big losses, I think your first goal should be to work on your position sizing and your risk management rules. Learn how to size the position the right way. So get in your trade, look at how long is or how big is the stop loss distance, then pull up a position sizing calculator and figure out how many lots you have to buy or sell to achieve like a modest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, whatever it is that you want to risk per trade. And then you can eliminate the big losses. And obviously, when you don't have that in place, it is very scary when you can lose everything with one trade. So you need to remove that possibility from your trading as much as you can.
Agree. And also like the old rule that you should only risk 1 or 2% per trade. I think even that is too much for many traders. Like if you are scared of trading or anxious, try 0.25% or so. That way you can have 10 losing trades in a row and you're only down 2.5% of your account. I mean, then if you're still anxious about trading, it's definitely a different problem.
Right. Yeah, I think the biggest issue here in this context is that most traders, or many, have very small trading accounts.
Yeah.
And then if you have like a $500 trading account and you risk 0.5%, that's $250. And you can just barely get a Coke for that money. And well, spending a lot of time with journaling and planning trades and waiting for your trades, and then all you can make is like $250 or $5. It's obviously not worth your time.
No, true.
And then you're going to risk like half of your account or 10%, and then big problems will happen. So yeah, you need to understand that this is trading small accounts. I think is way harder than trading big accounts when it comes to those areas.
For sure. Yeah.